Welcome back to the Nancy Levin Show. I am so glad you're here with me today. And I want to begin by asking you something. Have you ever found yourself on the edge of a life change? One that you know in your gut is the right move, but you feel frozen by what might happen. Maybe it's leaving a job you've outgrown, or walking away from a relationship that no longer supports your soul, opening yourself up to love again, or stepping up to care for an aging parent with all the uncertainty that brings. Today's episode is all about using fear as fuel and how you can work with it rather than letting it keep you stuck. This is not about waiting for the fear to go away, because spoiler alert, it won't. This is about learning how to befriend your fear, use it as a compass, and move forward with it by your side. Because transformation doesn't happen in the absence of fear. It happens when you take action in spite of it. So let's dive in. This is such a foundational truth. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the presence of fear and moving forward anyway. And this is a shift in mindset that changes everything. So many of us believe that courageous people are just fearless. But I promise you, anyone who's ever made a big change, whether that's launching a new business, ending a marriage, moving to a new city, did so with fear in their body. Fear is not the opposite of courage. It's the dance partner of courage. Think about this in your own life. What was your first big decision? Maybe it was choosing your college major or saying no to the safe job offer because something riskier lit you up inside. Or maybe it was walking away from a toxic relationship, even when you didn't know what would come next. Fear was right there, whispering all the what ifs, but still you move forward. That was your courage in action. So instead of waiting for fear to disappear, which, let's be honest, is like waiting for the sky to turn green, what if you simply acknowledged its presence? What if you said, fear is here because I'm stepping into something new, and that is okay. So try it right now. Say it with me. Fear is here because I'm stepping into something new, and that's okay. So as you embrace fear as fuel, take a moment to reflect on this. What is an action you've taken in the past where fear was present, but you did it anyway? And what was the result? This is how we call forward the part of you that already knows how to move with fear. Your higher self, your future you. She's already done it before. Let her lead you again. So next, let's talk about the purpose of fear, because fear gets a bad rap. It's not always the villain in your story. And in fact, sometimes it's actually trying to be the hero. Here is a key insight for you. Fear often shows up as a protective mechanism when we step out of our comfort zone. It's not meant to stop us. It's meant to make us pay attention. So let me give you a few examples. Let's say you're considering a career change. Fear might say, what if I fail? What if I can't make enough money? What if people think I'm nuts? Or maybe you're ending a relationship. Fear might whisper, what if I'm unlovable? What if I get hurt again? In both of these situations, fear isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you from pain, rejection, judgment, failure. But here's the twist. In trying to protect you, it might also be keeping you small. So when fear shows up, simply ask it, what are you trying to protect me from? This creates a dialogue instead of a dead end. It transforms fear from a roadblock into a signpost. Now, instead of letting it shut you down, you're inviting it to the table. So the next time fear arises, don't push it away. Don't fight it or ignore it. Instead, get curious about it. Name it. Understand it. And then take the next small step forward despite it. You do not need to leap the whole mountain. Just take one step up the trail. Ask yourself, what is one fear that keeps showing up in my life? What is it trying to protect me from? When you get honest with your answers, you take back your power. You realize that fear is with you, not against you. And that makes all the difference. Okay, now let's get practical. The truth is, fear doesn't need to be eliminated for you to move forward. It just doesn't. What you do need to do is build up your capacity, your tolerance for holding fear without letting it derail you. This is where your transformation lives. So let's look at some practical tips to build capacity. First, start small. When the goal feels overwhelming, break it into tiny, manageable steps. If you're thinking about a career transition, don't quit your job tomorrow. Instead, carve out 30 minutes a day to explore what lights you up. Listen to podcasts, take a course, journal about your passions. Next, celebrate your micro wins because every small step matters. Every small step builds momentum and confidence. If you're caring for an aging parent, celebrate the moments where you asked for help, found a solution, or simply made it through the day with grace. And lastly here, visualize the outcome. Get clear on your why. Imagine how you'll feel once you've taken the leap. More aligned, more free, more yourself. Think of fear as though it is sitting in the passenger seat. It can come along for the ride, but it doesn't get to drive. And here's the magic. Action creates clarity. Movement creates momentum. And action builds confidence. Ask yourself, what is one small step I can take today toward my dream, even though fear is present? Let your higher self answer that. She knows. So, as we wrap up this episode, here is the big truth I want to leave you with today. Fear is not the enemy. It's a natural part of any meaningful life change. The goal is not to eliminate it. It is to build a relationship with it, one where you can hear its voice without letting it run the show. And remember, courage is not about certainty. It's about trust. Trusting yourself to navigate whatever comes next, even if you don't have the answers yet. So the next time you find yourself afraid of what might happen, pause. Breathe. Say to yourself, fear is here and I'm still moving forward. You are more powerful than your fear, and your future is on the other side of your next brave step. If this episode spoke to you, if you're feeling ready to move through fear and into the life you're meant to live, stay tuned. I've got a very powerful invitation coming your way very soon. An opportunity to work with me more deeply, to create lasting transformation from the inside out, and to have a greater impact, not just in your career and relationships, but in how you show up for yourself and with others. You are worthy of a life that lights you up, and I'm here to walk with you every step of the way. Until next time, keep showing up, keep speaking your truth, and keep listening to the wisdom within.